Hi, Heidi Ho. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the modded Phil Bottoms Atlanta Falcons franchise. We are coming into this season with a pretty good start, 4-1, coming off of an amazing, great couple of games. We have a weekly award going to Bijan Robinson, but we are also coming off of 3 straight weeks with weekly awards going to players, 2 to Maxwell Calhoun, 1 to Robinson. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the Philadelphia Eagles game, and then we'll go ahead after that game talk about players to negotiate and players to look for in the draft. I'd like to thank you all for joining me in this modded matchup as we go on against the Philadelphia Eagles. We are using some modded uniforms by Your Best Bingle, as well as Senyata's coach mod and Sabo's gameplay mod and franchise mod. We are going to have to keep an eye on Robinson, who's coming in after a stellar game. Last game, over 200 yards from scrimmage, while we also tried to shut down Jalen Hurts and their stellar offense. Let's go ahead and get down to the kickoff. Actually, instead of the kickoff, let's go ahead and let's just get on with our defense as they come out to start. Philadelphia home crowd and on offense. We have Arnold Ebiketie, middle of the field. Again, this is modded. If you like the uniforms, Your Best Bingle is the creator of the drip uniform mods, as that's going to be out to Swift, who is able to break some ankles for 12. We are coming in 4-1, them 2-3 as they try to get their season back onto the right track, and we try to keep our dominant offense or our dominant season going as the second carry to Swift gets broken out for another huge pickup. That one 13. We know that they have a really great running core, as their offensive line is one of the best in the league, as they hand it back off to Swift, and Arnold's going to get them after 3. We're going to be missing David Jones, but we do know they have one of the best offensive lines in the league, obviously missing Jason Kelsey now, but still stellar nonetheless. A really good receiving core and a all-around, all-pro quarterback as they run yet again here. Sorry, had a frog in my stomach there. As we come out for a 3rd and 4 now, we might get our first look at Hurts. He looks to throw here, as that's going to be fired short for Smith, who breaks a couple. They're going to come out with a fresh first down after Smith is able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. They're driving on this, they are driving on this drive as, that's another short pass, and that's going to be another completion. Hurts 3 for 3 to start the game. Eagles coming out with short passing and a lot of running, but they're keeping us on our toes as they go run yet again with Swift. Inside's going to go nowhere. We have both our middle linebackers there waiting for you, Kazir White and Caden Ellis, as we're going to go ahead, come out, rushing 3. We come out, pass protection as 3rd and 4. He gets that one to his big tight end for a first down. Jalen Hurts 4 for 4 on the drive. We got to do better when it comes to getting some pressure, as right now Jalen Hurts is dinking and dunking us short. Looks like they're going to go ahead and run this one with Swift on first down. He gets 5 as he's going to be coming out with an injury. Hopefully nothing too severe as we go ahead and get back on with our offense. Swift's heading to the locker room. They're going to get that looked at. This one with 3 tight ends are the Eagles. We'll see if they're looking pass or run, as Hurts looks to throw that one. End zone, batted away by Jeff Okudah. 3rd and 5 following the incompletion. That one was intended for A.J. Brown. I don't know if that's correct. That's going to be fired. There he is, Smith again. Touchdown Eagles. They go ahead and start by putting 6 on the board on us. We're going to be coming back out with their offense. Following a 20-yard return on the kick, following the extra point, we are down 7 now as we look run Robinson. They're able to keep it on the ground game successfully. We're going to try the same thing as we get 2. He had 213 last week on only 24 carries. Maybe we pushed him a little too hard, but no touchdown. I'm out 2nd and 8 now. We're going to go ahead and take a look to see what Maxwell Calhoun's got as they bring 4. There's a lot of superstars on the line as that's overthrown for Drake London. Following the incomplete pass from Maxwell Calhoun, we're going to be coming out with a 3rd and 8. We're going to have to look a little bit intermediate, as that's going to be Pitts for a first down. Calhoun gets it to Kyle Pitts for 19. We're going to go ahead and come back out, run. Go ahead and head this back off to Robinson. Keep them on their toes. Keep the consistent pressure up, as that's going to be a TFL. Following the 2-yard loss, we're going to bring Jace McClellan in and see what we got up our sleeve. Handoff yet again. This one inside. McClellan able to pick up 3, maybe 4. Falcons yet again with a 3rd and long, looking for 8 yet again on this drive. Calhoun looks to throw, and that one in coverage, batted away. Looking to get that one to Rome Odunze, which is going to force us to punt on 4th down. Ball on the 13 after a 0-yard return. We bring pressure as that's going to be fired quickly for a gain of 5. Hurts able to identify pressure early. We're going to come out Tampa 2, but he identified pressure early and was able to get that ball short before we were able to get there. We'll see what we're able to do here. 2nd and 5. They look run off to the backup who breaks first contact, but not much afterwards. It looks as if we are going to be missing Swift for a little bit as they have a 3rd and 5. We'll see what the Eagles draw up as Hurts looks to throw quickly as that's going to be at the tight end for a 1st down. A lot of quick passes as the Eagles stay on schedule here. 1st and 10 following the pickup through the air. Eagles still having possession. This one going to be a handoff. Running back, he cuts it inside, but no pickup. Dobbins 3 rushes for only 3 yards thus far in the 1st quarter. We got about 4 minutes left to go before intermediate break. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. They look to potentially throw. They do just that. Hurts back. That one's going to be knocked away. D. Alford in coverage, able to knock that one down. Number 1 defense trying to take on the star-studded offense. We got a 3rd and 10 trying to force a turnover on downs. We'll see what Hurts has as he looks deep. That way overthrown for his man. D. Alford maybe takes a little pleasure in taking a hit after the matters, but we're going to go ahead and get back with our offense. Yet again, no return on the punt. We come back out with the Falcons. Handoff. Robinson, he cuts this one inside, and that's going to be 6 on his 3rd run. Eagles holding them quiet in the first game as Kevin Byard able to get the tackle there. This universe, he no longer on the Bears as we look for a 2nd and 4 toss here. That one's going to be picked off. What are you doing, Calhoun? Oh my. We also lose Drew Dowman, our main guy on the line. That's big oof cakes as they're going to be coming back out on the offense. Our defense unready. We get the turnover, we get the punt, and now our defense having to come back out and stop them again. Run by the backup turns upfield for 8. Dobbins has 11 now as he's starting to wake up a little bit. 2nd and 2 following the pickup from Dobbins. We'll see what the Eagles have up their sleeve. We'll see what they call this one. Another handoff inside. Dobbins goes as that's a big hole. 1st down as he picks up 8 there. Back-to-back runs goes well for them as it looks as if the Falcons are out in man coverage. We'll see what Eagles draw up to beat it as that's going to be congested. Again, D. Alford knocking it away. Jalen Hurts trying to test Alford, but I'm letting you know Alford is not that man to be tested. Love what they got in the back of the end zone right now. Handoff. Dobbins outside edge doesn't get there. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 following the short pickup, well, the 5-yard pickup from Dobbins. We'll see what the Eagles draw up as we bring pressure, and that's going to be a 1st down, just short of the goal line, but they're going to get a 1st and goal following the completion to the tight end. Goddard has been in every open field so far as the Eagles look to increase their score 14-0, and that's going to be short. Dobbins takes a bad angle, and we're going to wrap them up on 1st down. 2nd and 2 following the run. We'll see what they got here. This looks tush-push, and it's not. Handoff, back up, and that's going to be short again. Beckford gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to keep them short as that might take us to the end of the first. End of the 1st quarter, it's 7-0 as the Eagles have possession of the football. Looking to score here down at goal line about 2, maybe 3 yards away if lucky. They're actually just going to say a yard. I can't count as pitch. That's not going to go nowhere. Falcons wrap up, and that's going to be a punt for y'all. Oh no, a field goal. They take the field goal, make it a 10-0 lead. We get a kickoff return. No. We come back out looking to run. We got to get something going as we are down 10-0 as the away team. Not what you want to see. Robinson outside. Got to break contact, but that's going to be coming back with a flag. They catch us with a hold on London. That's going to make 1st down really difficult. See what the Falcons have now as I see some pressure on that right side. Let's go ahead and protect that. We're coming up tight end corners as they don't bring pressure. That one short and drove more unable to hold on to it. 1 for 5 is Maxwell Calhoun on the game as they haven't brought pressure yet, but we have been unsuccessful on the game. Calhoun looks to throw that one to London, and that's going to be caught. We have a 3rd and 6 following the 2nd completion of the game. Need 6 here on 3rd down. Eagles trying to get their offense back on the field. We're trying to stay dominant as Calhoun fires that one off the mark for Kyle Pitts. We're punting the ball right back. I'm going to go ahead and simulate a little bit as the Eagles have possession of this one, and they are struggling to drive. We have been punt as Robinson gets a big run there. I think that warrants us coming back in now, doesn't it? 1st and 10 following the huge run from Robinson. We're going to come ahead back in. Robinson yet again on the ground. He picks up a hard-fought 5. 2nd and 5 following the back-to-back big pickup. Well, the big pickup to Robinson and then the second run. We run play action here. That one sure as Tremmel turns it up for a first down. We picked Tommy Tremmel up in free agency, and that's the first time I've really had to say his name. Good pickup there as we got some man coverage. 1st and 10, look for the Falcons. Pressure's coming, but that's going to be out in front. Rondell Moore incomplete. 3 for 9 is Maxwell Calhoun with only 42 yards and an interception. He's got to wake up if we want to keep our win streak alive in this season. We come out with a 2nd and 10 look. Handoff to Robinson as he stays inside and runs right into their big defensive end. That's going to be a tackle for loss, bringing up a 3rd and 10. We'll see what the offense has up their sleeve as you can hear this home crowd getting loud. We got a throw here from Calhoun. That one's going to be fired to Pitts for a first down. Luckily, past the sticks as 4 for 10 is the Eagles. 1st and 10 following the 11-yard pickup. We got 6:40 left to go in the first half of ball game. Eagles quick snap here. That one short, and Moore is able to hold on to it. Oh, Eagles run, hurry up. We'll see what they've got up their sleeve. We got 27. They hike it. That's going to be yet another TF. No, Jace McClellan breaks contact and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but what a broken contact from Jace McClellan. 3rd and 5 following the run. I don't know why they ran it, but we're going to come back out. Calhoun looks to throw. That's another interception at goal line, and Eagles are coming right back out on defense or on offense. Eagles come back out after Maxwell Calhoun throws an interception. We are obviously struggling in this one as the rookie is being exposed. What a hit after 4. Enough about the Falcons as we come back out with the Eagles offense. They've been able to score twice now in this game, a touchdown and a field goal. We are still in the early goings as this run's going to be short for 6. We have 3rd and 4 following the pickup from Dobbins. We obviously need something from Hurts here as he scrambles up and he cuts it outside. That's a first down pickup for Hurts. He picks up 6 on the 3rd and 4, and that's going to keep their fresh set of downs going. Eagles back out now following the scramble from Hurts. We got some movement potentially on the offense. We'll see what they call. Offense moving backwards as they got a 1st and 15 following the movement. 1st and 15. We'll see what our defense has up their sleeve as they run play action. Oh, Hurts looks to scramble. That's going to be a sack. 2nd and 17 following the huge sack. We'll see what we come out in as we have a ton of movement from the line. We got one-on-one coverage as that's going to be overthrown for A.J. Brown. 3rd and 17 following the incomplete pass. They need a big chunk of change here if they want to stay on the field as Hurts looks to scramble. He takes some weird angling as that might be a first down. No, just short of 6. Following the short pickup, we come back out with Maxwell Calhoun, who has 2 interceptions in the first half as that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Romo Dunze, but plenty of people in the area as that's going to fall. We come out with a 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. He's got Pitts long, but he fires short to Robinson. Pick up a 3. 3rd and 7 following the short pickup to Robinson. We look throw yet again as pressure comes left side, and London has that one. They're going to count us as inches, though. We come out 4th and inches. 2:19 left to go before the end of the first half. We run fullback. That's Tommy Tremble, and he's going to pick us up a first down. That's going to take us to the end of the first half, take us to the 2-minute warning as we are losing this one 10 to nothing here in Philadelphia. 1st and 10 following the pickup by Tommy Tremble, who is playing fullback for us this year. We get a throw from Calhoun. That's going to be fired intermediate to Pitts for a first down. They run no huddle trying to get a score before the end of the first half, as that's going to be, oh my God, that's in a breadbasket. Romo Dunze with his first catch of the afternoon. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. 1st and 10. Falcons marching now. They look throw yet again, as that's out in front of Moore. Calhoun off the mark in this game. It's just unjustifiable, as he's unable to just get it to the man that he's intending it for. 2nd and 10. They bring 4 as Calhoun fires. That's off the mark again. 1:10 left in the first half of the ball game. We're going to go ahead and run screen pass just to get some completions under it. Oh my God, what a block. Robinson. That's going to bring us down. Only short 2. 4th and 2. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go. We'll see what our offense has up their sleeve as we look throw. That one's going to be caught. Hardman holds on to it, and that brings us with a 1st and goal. We'll see what the Falcons are able to do as we hand this one off. Robinson inside, as that's going to be a short pickup. We come out 2nd and goal. You know what would be hella clean is if you could run a zig route. I doubt it's going to work, but let's take a look as that one's going to be released. That's overthrown for more. 3rd and goal. They have no one over the middle. We're going to run it. Robinson, touchdown Falcons, as we go ahead and make this a 3-point ball game following the extra point. And we're just going to go ahead and simulate this one into the 14 seconds left. See how much time they have left. They want 3. We'll see what the Eagles got as they look to throw. That's going to be short. That's going to be 8 seconds left to go. They don't have enough time, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That takes us to halftime, everyone, as we go ahead and we're losing the game by 3, which is not as bad as one might guess. Is 7-10 ball game here in Philadelphia as we go ahead and take back over following the kickoff. Aubrey's going to need that one out, and Calhoun's going to come back out with offense. We're hoping to get Robinson started better on this end, as he's had a pretty quiet game. Their defense honestly has just been able to hold us pretty quiet in general. 1st and 10. We'll see what we got. Play action, as that's going to be fired. Incomplete for Pitts. Maybe float that over, but as it stands, incomplete. 2nd and 10. We go ahead and come back out. We got 1 tight end, 1 running back, the rest wide receivers, as RPO goes to Robinson, who breaks first contact and turns up for 4. 3rd and 6. We'll see what we are able to do here. Calhoun looks to throw as he's got a man. That's going to be caught from Rome. 1st down. 12 for 24 as he's firing just at 50%. No touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Not pretty, but honestly could be worse. Go ahead, hand this one off. Robinson outside zone, doesn't work. 2nd and 12. We're going to just try to get some yardage as McClellan's going to go backwards for another 2. Oh my, oh me. We come out with a 3rd and 14 now. They are definitely protecting deep, as that's 3 interceptions. Oh, goodness gracious. That one's going to be returned. Pretty good yardage, as I think we're going to make a substitution here. We're going to go ahead and simulate the Eagles' offensive possession as they go ahead and score yet again. I kind of want to just take a look at our offense, as I think we're going to go ahead and make a change at quarterback for now. Don't want to, but I'm going to bring Desmond Ridder in just to kind of relieve for a little bit. This game obviously going to be a loss if we continue to go down this road. Go ahead, hand it off. This one, Robinson outside. He loses 1. Eagles just come in this one ready to win, as we got a big head, and now we're having to pay for it. We come out with a 2nd and 11. Empty backfield for Ridder, as he's going to get his first throw of the new campaign. He hasn't seen any field so far. That one overthrown, incomplete yet again. If we didn't see enough of it last year, Desmond Ridder wants to show us yet again this year. We come out 3rd and 11. Crowd chanting for the Eagles. Ridder now, he's got to get 11. Plenty of daylight, as that's going to be passed to Moore. 1st down. Ridder 1 for 2 now. 3rd down conversion is good as we come back out once again on offense. Really thought we weren't going to get it. Handoff to Robinson as he cuts that one inside for 2. Hello? I don't want to go away from the run too early. It's a big fear of mine as we come out with a 2nd and 8 now with Ridder. Right now, he's got pretty much all the time in the world he needs, as that's going to be passed to McClellan, who picks up 6. 6. 3rd and 2 following the pick up to McClellan. We'll see what we got here. Handoff. Robinson cuts that one inside as that's going to be a first down pickup. Falcons running better with Ritter relieving. I don't know if that's just because of chemistry or maybe they're waking up here late in the 3rd. We look to throw yet again. Ritter's going to get pressured. Oh, he gets that one to Robinson. That's going to be a pickup of 8. We run no huddle now with Ritter. We'll see what that's going to bring us. 2nd and 2. We run 4 verts as he takes a deep shot. That one's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it to Rome Odunze, one of his favorite targets his rookie year, but that one's going to fall incomplete. We got a 3rd and 2. We'll see what we're able to do here. Handoff to McClellan as he gets plenty of room, and that's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 following the run from Jace. We're doing really well on this drive as Ritter has been relieving Maxwell. He looks to scramble, and that's a bad idea. Desmond Ritter saw everyone was covered, tried to make a move, and it just backfired on him. 2nd and 12 following the run from Ritter. We'll see what us and company have as they bring 4. Ritter fires that one short to Pitts, and that's going to be a pickup of 3. Need 9 now here on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. He's got time as he scrambles this one. He's running end zone. Desmond! Oh my goodness! Desmond Ritter just dove. Oh, where was this last year? Desmond Ritter putting his body on the line to make a difference for the team. Oh my, oh me, I could not be, I'm just shocked. Oh, he just runs past everyone. Holy cracker barrel. Ugh, what a shot. That definitely passes the goal line. Oh, so proud of you, dude. Make it a 3-point ball game. The extra point is good. Desmond Ritter has just single-handedly made this game competitive as the Eagles go ahead and drive, and I'll pull us into gameplay here in a moment. We come out with a 1st and 10 with the offense as we are driving. This one is going to be an entertaining as Robinson gets drilled. He's got 65 and a touchdown on the day now as him and Desmond Ritter both have ran in for a score. We got a 2nd and 13. I got bad feeling about something. We're going to go ahead protect that right side. 8 seconds left to snap the ball. We get it off in time as Ritter fires that one to Pitts, and he turns upfield for a big pickup. Home crowd officially taken out of this one as Desmond Ritter is proving that he is definitely well able to come in and play relief pitcher. Coming in to replace Maxwell Calhoun as we run Robinson up the gut as that's going to be 6. Robinson now has 70. If we can get back into a predicament where we don't have to worry as much, we'll bring back in Maxwell Calhoun, but as it stands, Ritter is going to finish the game as McClellan gets wrapped up quickly. 3rd and 5 now, following the backwards run from McClellan. Ritter now has to prove that he is still that guy, and that's going to be overthrown. We might be able to settle for 3, but we might just be... we can settle for 3. Youngway Koo got a deep kick as that's going to tie us up here in this one. We come back out with our defense. A little over 9 minutes left to go in this ball game. 17-17. Defense needing to lock up if we want to keep our win streak going as that's going to be knocked away. Hurts following the halftime break has really struggled. Not a single point for them since. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx us. So we come back out with a 2nd and 10 look. Hurts hands that one off to the running back who doesn't go anywhere. 3rd down. 10 yards needed if they want to keep their offense on the field, and I would suggest you do that. What a catch and contact. What a great catch through traffic for Polk as, hey, I said they'd want to get the first down if they want to keep their offense on because Desmond Ritter and company have woken up comfortably in this one. They go to run this one off on 1st down. Dobbs goes nowhere. 2nd and 10 following the run from Dobbs. We come out. They run it again as Arnold gets shaken off, but we got plenty of company to make you pay for it anyways. 3rd and 11 following the back-to-back runs that go nowhere. Don't run on this team because we will make you pay as Hurts is going to run here and we wrap him up after he breaks the line of scrimmage. They're forced to punt the ball back to us now as our offense comes right back out looking to score this one. Now, if we can get a score here, I might bring Maxwell back. I do want him to still get... Oh, what a move from Robinson as he breaks a lot of man's ankles and gets 10. But I do want to see more from Maxwell. He was our top pick in the draft. I was hoping for a lot of great things from him coming into this season, but right now we got Desmond Ritter passing throwing the ball. Speaking of which, he throws that one to London, who breaks it upfield for a first down. Maybe don't complain too much on a man who's throwing 70% for 80 yards in only a quarter and a half. We come back out with a 1st and 10, a little over 5 minutes, well, a little under 5.5 left to play. Robinson outside run, and that's going to be coming back with a hold. As stated, that one coming back. Caleb McGarry unable to keep his hands out of the cookie jar, as now we have a 1st and real long. We come out with Jace as they bring people up. Go ahead, hand it off. McClellan, he goes inside, as that's going to be 6 for him. 2nd and 14 following the run from McClellan. We go ahead, keep him in here as we run outside with him now. He cuts inside, but maybe we shouldn't have ran at all. 3rd and 16 following the tackle. Come out with a 3rd and long. Ritter's got to get it to someone. He's got a man, but he doesn't fire deep, as we're going to be forced to punt the ball back to them. Don't know if anyone else saw it, but he absolutely had Kyle Pitts, as we are coming into need it. 3rd and 20, or 3:20 left to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. Dobbs, he cuts inside and gets 2. 18 rushes for 36 for him on the day, as we've been able to shut him down really well in the second half of ball game. We get 2:50 left to go for the Eagles, as they are on offense. They look to run again. Dobbs, he cuts it upfield, and that's going to be a 1st down. 2:23. We're going to use the 2-minute warning, hopefully, as a timeout. They look to run potentially. No, they throw. That's going to be short to Smith, who is able to pick up 2. That catch is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's 17-17 Eagles football, as they are looking to get out of this one, going 3-3 on the year, forcing us to go 4-2, but we are looking to somehow manage to get the game winner out of this one, going 5-1. Hurts looks to throw here on 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught to Goddard, who stays in bounds. Now, when will they start burning timeouts? You know what? We'll burn a timeout, as they're probably just going to try to keep yardage. We'll burn our timeout, as I think our defense can get a stop sometime soon. That's going to be complete. Try to keep as much time on this clock as possible if they're going to be going down to score. 1st and 10. We'll see if they run it here, as I pressed a button on accident, and that's going to be 2 for Dobbs. Hopefully we can somehow walk out of this one with a win. 1:38 left to go, as Dobbs, he cuts outside, and he needs 3 now on 3rd down. 3rd and 3. We can get a stop here. They settle for 3. We'll have to go down and score, but I think we can do it, as nope, that's an easy 1st down pickup. That's ball game. They're going to go ahead and run as much of this clock out as they can before taking a 3-point field goal. I'm not going to waste y'all's time. I'll show y'all the end score, and we'll get to the stats. They call it a timeout with 13 seconds remaining. Are they just going to call timeouts now? Are they going end zone, or are they just going to try to run as much clock as possible? We might. No, they're not going to allow us to go to overtime. Okay, we can't ice them to end the game. The final kick from McManus is up. Down the middle. That's good. We got 7 seconds left to go. We got no promises. 7 seconds. Hopefully this one's a nice long kick out the back of the end zone. No, this is going to be returnable. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going Hail Mary. 2 seconds left. I go ahead and bring Maxwell Calhoun in, because what could hurt? If he throws another interception, it's just 4, you know, as he looks to throw. Scans, fires. This one short of the end zone. Hey, we got pass interference, though. Pass interference on the Eagles. Oh, my God. This game's not over. The extra point to send us to overtime. We missed! We missed the extra point. Youngway Koo missed the field goal. And that is going to do it, everyone. Oh, let's go ahead and get to the stats as we walk out of this one. 20-17 loss. That's going to force us to 5-2 on the season, as Maxwell Calhoun just played poorly in this one before the bye week. 3 interceptions, no touchdowns, 12 for 24, 124 on the game. We brought in Desmond Ridder, who was able to play pretty well for playing relief. Maybe should have brought him in sooner, but right now where it stands, it is what it is. Robinson had yet another phenomenal game. McClellan slowed down a little bit in this game, as he might not be the backup number 1 yet, and Desmond Ridder was able to run in for a touchdown. Throwing the ball as what we were used to in season 1, unable to really get yardage, but we were able to get it to people, as Kyle Pitts leads us in receptions, and he's the only one over 50. Drake London, yet another quiet game, no passing touchdowns. Only 1 sack allowed in this game from Chris Landstrom, but our defense He Alfred tried his best, but it was just kind of him. David Onyemata got a sack. We were playing phenomenal against the run, as Dallas has yet another quiet game. No interceptions, no turnovers on defense. Coming out of the game, we suffer one new injury going to Drew Dowman, our center. He ends up suspended, so he probably made a comment about something. We'll work that into a storyline here in a minute, but we will be getting Troy Anderson back next week. Don't know if he'll get any playing time, but it is nice to finally get our guys back as we go ahead and advance 4-2 on the season. Hopefully the Saints lose. I'll let y'all know as we get to our bye week. We come in second place now, as next video, we're going to go ahead, maybe play the moments of the Carolina game, unless it is heavily competitive, and then we'll get into the Saints game next game. But right now, bye week, we're going to go ahead and bring in some extra preparation. Stay on the grind, stay in that stuff, you know. We got to keep putting in the work, put in the hours, and you take what's ours, you know. Got some more my veins. Okay, anywho, we are going to go ahead and look at some of these people. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some contracts done and let y'all know what we are able to get done. I'm going to go ahead and offer this contract to Drake, 3 years for about $17 million, as he had signed today. If there's some way to approve. Oh, so he might legitimately just not sign with us due to interest problems. $8 million for a backup. We'll see. Right now it's $13 million hit. He's interested in signing. We'll go ahead and we'll keep Desmond Ridder. After the game that he just had, I would love to keep him as our backup. We come in trying to get Arnold to sign back with us. No, just for now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna offer base contracts to everyone that I want back. Oh, Jeff is gonna play for a couple years with us. He is phenomenal. It looks like a better fit, but I'll reconsider more offers like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just offer contracts, and I'll show y'all everyone that does end up signing them. I'm going to try and make a trade here with the Giants. We're going to send away Jake Matthews, who is 33 years old, 79 overall, making a ton of money, and a 4th-round pick, hoping to bring in Willie Gay, who's not playing for them. He's 27. He's not really playing, and bring in a right guard to kind of fill in Jake Matthews' role. No one's really going to substitute what he brought to the table, but hopefully this can bring something else to the table, you know, as that trade is going to be accepted. That they lose a lot of players who are just making too much money, as that's going to go ahead and free up some cap space, as well as bring in a middle linebacker. And currently in the year, we do not have enough information on our draft prospects, so I can't give y'all my draft rundown right now. I can show y'all if y'all would like the top projections and all that. So like, if possible, obviously Zach Alt. These are the top draft picks so far coming in. Tyler Whitfield, Justin Harrison. The people that we're looking for are obviously going to be offensive and defensive linemen. So a lot of left ends, a lot of left tackles. So we got a deep class for that, but that's all the time I have left for this one. If you did enjoy the content and you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that I post. And if you like the content, hit that like button. Other than that, that's all the time I got left in this one, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Deuces, everyone.